Welcome back to Soulsmates, everybody. Time for some spooky, scary skeletons.
It's that time of year.
It is that time of year. Spooky, scary skeletons.
It's like fall
Yeah.
outside
It's like 54 degrees today
as a high.
as a high. Meanwhile,
It's currently 40.
we are sitting in your living room and I have my jeans rolled up.
I have a fan on. Come on. It's not that bad in here.
I'm still an unnaturally warm human being.
Apparently. Because, I'm very comfortable.
I am incredibly warm.
I keep the house around, 72-ish.
Oh, see, no, that's too warm.
Nah, see, there's this whole problem of, when it gets cold outside, this house doesn't have a whole lot of insulation. So you get cold near the walls because, radiation and stuff. It's just how, heat works. So I try to keep the house as warm as possible otherwise.
It's like radiation.
Yeah.
Is it Chernobyl in here?
No, how heat transfers via radiation.
That's only one of the heat transfer methods.
Huh?
It's only one of the heat transfer methods.
It's one of, 3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the nuclear power plant that's an hour drive away.
Oh, I just got Sparta'd! What is this, Assassin's Creed?
No, this is God of War. Can't you tell you're covered in ashes?
Ooh. They're not my loved ones, though, so,
I don't know. Do you love these giant guys
I mean, not particularly.
with their glowy chests?
Okay, mental note, don't attack, or don't kill things near the other ones.
Is that what powered this dude up?
Yeah, because the other one's already powered up.
Something tells me they're just really, resistant to slashing and stabbing and stuff.
I mean, they are stone. I was 100% waiting for him to sit down. Pull an ogre.
So I've been going down some weird rabbit holes. So I've played a lot of Pathfinder Kingmaker recently. Yeah. I've got well over 100 hours into the game already. I think I'm getting close to done. I'm not entirely sure. The story act system, how they describe to you what act you're in, is fluid. Let's put it that way. Everything kind of runs into each other for story wise. Because you can do side stuff pretty much at any point in time.
Yeah.
And some stuff slightly scales from what I can tell, but plenty of stuff doesn't scale at all to your levels. So if you go back to some of the areas that you went through when you first started, a lot of that stuff is fairly easy for your higher level characters to defeat. Standard RPG stuff like that. But so yeah, I'm getting close to the end of the game. So I started looking at what do I want to play next? What game do I want to do next?
Yep.
And I've been putzing around with my computer a lot, trying to figure out why my CPU is always just so damn hot.
Please tell me the next words while your mouth can be a PC building simulator.
No.
Oh.
God, no. No, so I'm I want to play another RPG, but I want something a little more graphically intensive to kind of stress my machine a bit. Actually, make use of the hardware I have. So I was like, when was the last time I played Fallout New Vegas? So not exactly stressing my machine.
Say, wait, okay, can we... What?
But still, like a decently graphically intense game, especially for the era, and especially like with mods. So that's the rabbit hole I've been going down. Like last night, I spent like several hours, like going down the rabbit hole of New Vegas mods. And as always, Bethesda games, they have tons and tons of mods. They've got huge mod communities out there. There's just tons of things that you can tweak and change to make it a more modern experience. Like playing Skyrim, even the special edition, like with a bunch of mods, it looks like a modern game. Not even joking. Like it plays just like a modern game. But they haven't given the modernization treatment to Fallout 3 or New Vegas at all. So it takes a little effort to get the game working to begin with.
Yeah.
Because by default, playing the game right off of installing from Steam and everything does not work on Windows 10.
Well, that's great.
Because Windows 10 anniversary updates have broken it to complete crap. There are mods out there that fix that, obviously. But there's just so much like weird mods about that I don't remember doing for like Skyrim even to get working. To just get New Vegas working properly. It's like I had to do this anti-crash mod, which required me to get the script extender installed, which is a standard mod to have for any of those games. But then on top of that, it's like, okay, I've got this. Oh, but now I require the 4 gig fix because they're 32-bit games or whatever. So I had to install that. But oh, you can't. The version I installed apparently it runs its own exe, which means you can't run the script extender exe at the same time. Blah blah blah. It's like sometimes it's a pain in the ass to get some of these games running.
So why hasn't someone just done like Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas?
Because that's a lot of work. There's an ass ton of work getting like the stories and mechanics of old games working in new engines. Like there are tons of community efforts out there to get like Morrowind like running in Skyrim, for instance. And so there's this leads me down. Okay, so there is this whole community around doing what is it? It's Elder Scrolls 5 like expanded or evolved or something. I don't remember the name of it now. I'm gonna have to look it up here. But anyways, they're taking Skyrim, they're modding the crap out of Skyrim, and they're adding in all the other regions.
Yep.
So they've got like these big teams. Okay, they're not big. For a mod, they're big, but for an actual like development effort, they're kind of small. Like I think their largest team is maybe like 30 to 50 people, but these are volunteers as well. So these are people who maybe put like a couple hours a week into doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are people who have normal day jobs and lives. But so it was last year in 2017 they released the Bruma expansion, which is just a part of Cyrodiil.
Yep.
So like, I think that's the northern part of Cyrodiil. But like, it was just to showcase that, hey, this is what the effort that we're doing. This is what's all involved. Here's what the result of that is. But this is something that's been in the works since 2011 when Skyrim came out.
Yep. This was a poor life choice.
It's taken like 6 years to get the northern section of Cyrodiil. That's the kind of scale it can take for these. So yeah, they're as awesome as it would be to have like New Vegas just imported into Fallout 4. It's just not feasible to do. Now that isn't to say that it's not possible with other means. Like for instance, there's the Tale of Two Wastelands mods.
Yep.
Which hooks up Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 together, so you can play those two stories in one game.
I've seen that one. I looked at doing that 'cause after Fallout 4 last. God, how long ago did Fallout 4 come out?
Fallout 4 was like 2016.
Yeah. That came out. I was like, okay, maybe I'll give Fallout 3 another go because I didn't play a lot of Fallout 3.
So yeah, when it comes to Fallout, like Fallout 3 is the one that I constantly go back to. Like normally for Bethesda games, I go back and I play more and more Skyrim. I am their target audience for why they keep re-releasing Skyrim on everything.
It's your fault, bitch.
It is my fault, and people like me because I do just keep buying it on all these different systems because I do play it.
Okay, I'm looking at potentially, potentially. I'm probably going to buy Dark Souls for Switch.
See, we'll see. We'll see about that because I bought Dark Souls Remaster on PC, and I played it a bit. Like, doing this series and trying out the Dark Souls Remaster for a little bit was all I needed. I was done. That was enough. It's like, I do this already so much. I don't need to play this again.
See, but like, Dark Souls is my calming game.
Yeah, the original Dark Souls for you
is my, like, okay, it's just, we talked about this a little while ago, like, that was my Extra Life. We're 22 hours into Extra Life, and I need to find something to play for 2 hours, and I'm currently exhausted. What am I going to play?
Yeah.
It helps that so I've been reading some stuff along those lines, and it doesn't run. I mean, it runs at 30 FPS, which kind of expected that.
The mod effort, by the way, is beyond Skyrim. Is the headline, and then it's location names. Yep. Yeah, tons of different teams doing the different regions. There's someone doing Morrowind, but they're all doing it of the same. The requirement is the same quality or better than the original Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V. And it has to be of the same time period of Elder Scrolls V. So, if you go to Morrowind, for instance, this is after the volcano has erupted. And so it's like a volcanic wasteland. But yeah. You were saying about Dark Souls?
So Dark Souls on Switch, even Blighttown runs fine, which was my concern. Because if you played the original Dark Souls on 360 or PS3, Blighttown was a mess.
It gives me more respect for the Switch that it's at least operating at above a Xbox 360 level of performance.
Well, I'm also assuming they did some optimization.
Portable.
They did a lot of optimizations because the issue with Blighttown, and it's weird that the 60 FPS mod fixes this. But Blighttown's biggest issue on 360 and PS3 actually had nothing to do with graphic fidelity or anything like that. It was literally just AI pathing. It was so intense on the console CPUs to path all the AI through Blighttown since it is such a complicated mess.
I mean...
and that's what caused the really bad frame dips on the 360 and the PS3.
Yeah.
Is that,
And even on, PC for the most part.
Yeah, so if you had a very low-end system, it would have issues because your CPU got bottlenecked trying to calculate all the AI pathing.
So why did the 60 FPS mod fix it?
I have no idea.
The only thing I can think of is that it had twice as many logic updates.
Well, the 60 FPS mod also, it's not the 60 FPS mod, it is DSFix.
Ah, yeah.
That fixes it.
Because, yeah, if it was just straight, 60 frames, it's okay, maybe, because, yeah, it could literally do twice as many logic updates.
I mean, that also could be it, because we all know that, when Dark Souls 2 originally came out, and people...
spread them out more. But...
and people did the 60 FPS fixes for Dark Souls 2 on PC, they're there's something wrong with this.
How to fix like the AI and the weapon degradation.
Yeah, because all the stuff that was intrinsically tied to the FPS, like weapon degradation, is tied to FPS for some reason. So I mean, there could be something to be said about, okay, maybe increasing that. They tied the AI refresh or something to, who knows.
Yeah. That was always weird to me, like, thinking about that. Okay, why is this directly linked to... like, this stuff should be an asynchronous update. That the game loop should, like, check in on, essentially.
There are a lot of weird idiosyncrasies in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
VaatiVidya has a new video up from earlier this week of like 10 things that people have discovered now. As you know, everything's kind of end of life. Oh, crap.
That wasn't nearly as cool as what I was hoping it was going to be.
It sucked out souls, Mitch.
I was hoping it was going to shove your head in its, like, maw. Its glowing soul blue maw thing.
But he has a new video out from earlier this week, or maybe the week before, that was like, you know, top 10 new discoveries in Souls game, like the Soulsborne series that people are, you know, finally discovering as those games are all kind of getting long in the tooth. So one of the things is we talked about this either last episode or the episode before, in Dark Souls 3, the like story stone things.
Story stone things?
I
don't think we talked about story stone.
They're not story stones. They were in the network test for Dark Souls 3, apparently.
Yeah, because there's a lot of that came out recently, of the stuff that they data mined from the.
Well, somebody got all of them out now, and so we were able to read all of the ones, and they all basically add. Effectively, they lend to add context to some of the events in Dark Souls 3.
Because that was going to be the point of them, was that the lore would be told through like these stones instead.
Yeah. So like the Abyss Watchers have like there's a couple for the Abyss Watchers and some of the stuff you encounter in Dark Souls 3.
But then it's took them out so that the lore could be just as cryptic and
so the lore could be
vague.
I'm not even sure what happened.
You somehow rolled out of his hands. You couldn't do it again, huh?
Nope. I got the greeds.
I mean, at least he's not healing.
There is that. This is such a pain in the ass. Just to get to a harder fight after this. We need to go up here, little spiky.
The snow porcupine. So much harder.
Spiky rabbit. These are like worse than the bone wheels. Of course.
Cody, you have to be on the correct side.
Because you can't, push that from the other side.
No. That wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, like they also talked about the 4 new Chalice dungeon bosses that they found. The ones that actually wander through the Chalice dungeons.
Oh, that exist in the game, but nobody's gotten them or something.
Well, so they finally figured out
like that.
They figured out how the Chalice dungeons are generated, and so they have a system to limit the number of generations that can happen. And so they've been using that to explore the Chalice. Basically, there's a whole team who has been doing nothing but exploring Chalice dungeons. And mapping out all the different Chalice. There's apparently 1,000 Chalice dungeons.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Huh.
And they just have a different frequency at which they can appear. Thinking about just running through.
But is there going to be an invisible wall where they stop at? Or is this something where you're going to end up getting killed because they'll just chase you forever?
Or maybe we'll come up here first and see what's up here.
No, that's a bad idea. You should never do that.
Because maybe we'll get lucky and there's a bonfire.
Maybe we'll get lucky and there's just a nuke. Dark Souls nuke. One-time use.
Fallout 3.
Kills everything in the zone permanently. God, they just do so much damage. I don't see any bonfires yet, Cody. Because I really hope for your sake there is a bonfire up here at this point. Shortcut, I think. Nope. Just another dude who's probably going to want to kick your ass.
Nope. This is one of the nice guys.
Oh, he's one of the knights.
Yep. This is fine. This is all 100% fine, Mitch.
Yeah, because if you die now, it's not all for naught. Just run. Just run across the bridge now. You have nothing left to lose. I guess maybe they're not coming.
Okay. Ah!
Never mind.
It's fine. This is all fine.
Spiky Rabbit's gonna get you. Maybe.
That's why they're worse than the bone meals, by the way.
Because they still hurt you?
They hurt you when you're just attacking them.
You're gonna try to body pull one at a time?
I don't think I can.
Book it!
That's a gap.
This is a dead end. Wait, can you go down? Nope.
Nope. I can't jump across either.
So all this for that night then.
Yep.
Well, that's one night down.
Yeah. How many do we have left?
As many as you want. I think what we said there was like 5 total. You get 1, so there's only 3 left then. Because you get 1 right off the bat. You freed that guy.
I'm intrigued to know what else is up here now.
Now that you've killed 2 of the things.
Yeah.
This is the Ivory Crown?
Yep.
Right?
Where the hell did they come from?
What? All these guys?
Well, they slid down some hole.
They jumped off.
No,
Down the front of the building. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I don't know how they got to the front of the building.
They walked? They have legs. Like right here with this snowball. See, this is how you're supposed to kill those guys. Hey, you're supposed to snowball them. See, look at that.
Huh. That's actually
That probably blocks the bridge too, so you can run across now.
Damn it. Okay, yep, probably. Everyone at home's like,
Idiots.
idiots. my Ren and Stimpy. Do we think I can run through here without dying?
I mean, you can. The real question is if you'll be able to manage doing it this time. Oh, there's 4 total, not 5 total. So, you've got half of them. I thought for a second there he like hit just past you.
And I ran into him. I'm not really a big fan of this area.
No?
No,
Why not?
I just this section in particular is just tedious, more than anything.
I mean, we've got another night. Maybe it's enough for you to be able to beat the Ivory King.
Maybe, just maybe. I doubt it, because I'm not that good. I'm a scrub.
We are all scrubs. At some point.
I'm just permanent scrub.
Nonsense. Nobody can be permanent scrub.
Jeez. The lights on my computer are really nice. The subtle white glow.
On your desktop?
Uh-huh. Those Thermaltake rings. Not the ring pluses, they're the ring whites.
No RGB.
No RGB. They're considerably cheaper. Hence the no RGB. I basically slowly replaced all the fans on my computer as they died with those. They're nice.
Manufacturers are absolutely loving the fact that people will buy anything RGB.
Yeah.
Like the margins on this shit's gotta be ridiculous.
I mean, I was looking at an RGB hard drive today.
I was comparing RAM, and so there's the Corsair Vengeance
RGB.
Yeah, so that you can get the Corsair Vengeance, like the non-RGB stuff,
Yeah.
for like $40 cheaper than the RGB stuff for the same exact like specs.
I'm a fan of the idea of the gigabyte RAM pack. I just don't want to pay the premium on it.
Which one's that one?
So Gigabyte has one RAM pack you can buy. It is 16 gigs of RAM. It comes with 4 sticks. 2 of them are real, like, 8 gig DIMMs, and 2 of them are dummy DIMMs. So you can still propagate all of your DIMM slots.
But what if I want 32 gigs of RAM?
Well,
I want 4 sticks.
Well, you can buy 2 of their sets.
But then I've got 4 dummy sticks.
Well, maybe you'll just put them in a dummy system. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna buy a different set of RAM anyways. Let's be fair.
Why? Is the gigabyte RAM bad?
I mean, it just doesn't have the, like, it's not the fastest RAM.
Well, then why would I buy it to begin with? Just because it's RGB?
Because
then you are just playing into the man's hand, Cody.
I'm always playing in the man's hands. Look at these man's hands. Oh, crap.
You brought that one to life.
I did bring that one to life. I was trying to avoid not doing that.
You were trying to avoid not doing it? Well, then you succeeded.
Yep. You do it because
Could you get more souls this way?
Yeah, sure.
That's why you do it? Ah, I see. Cody's playing the long game.
Yeah, because I need more levels, Mitch.
Yeah, you never know. Seriously, after you beat like the Burnt Ivory King, the rest of this game is gonna be stupid easy. And I'm totally jinxing the shit out of you by saying that.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but not sorry. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a cakewalk.
Well, because what? After we finish the DLCs, we have Vendrick to do. Are we going to do the Lurker?
We don't have to do Lurker.
Because I really have.
We don't have to get all the bosses. At this point, I kind of just want to do the required bosses to finish. Because otherwise, if we had to do all the bosses, we'd have to go do the dragon too.
Well, we declared the dragon wasn't a boss.
Well, then by that definition, Vendrick isn't a boss. But I think you wanted to do that anyways.
Well, Vendrick, we have story things to go do with Vendrick, is what we have to do with Vendrick.
Okay. So we'll do Vendrick, we'll do the Giants, Throne Watcher, and Guard Defender, and then Nishandra.
Yes. What do we have for weapons? Do we have a blunt weapon?
Yeah, yes, you have plenty of them. How much better they're going to be because they're not like enchanted or anything? Who knows?
It's a +7.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. I'm more so curious against the... Jesus.
I mean, we'll see how it goes when we start hitting something.
I'm flipping you off with my brain.
You know, you can easily do that. That's called using words.
Fuck off. Ow.
It doesn't seem to do much better. Maybe slightly better, but not enough of improvement so far. But it probably doesn't wear down nearly as fast. Because I can't actually see what the damage is. It's too small.
It's that 4K scaling, yo.
We do have dynamic super resolution on, don't we?
Yep.
Which is... It's sad because we're playing on a 4K TV. So we wouldn't technically need DSR.
No.
But because the recording...
What do we need to record at 4K, Mitch?
Oh god, fucking money. That's what... And a desktop that you can run a PCI Express, like 4X capture card. So you can handle the bandwidth.
Okay, everyone, I need you to go to patreon.com and find Sharks and Things. Start donating. We have a list of things we would like to do.
We'll just build a Threadripper system with a 4K Elgato HD Pro or whatever.
We'll put a sick hardline loop in it.
We'll make it very pretty for you guys.
Oh, we gotta come up with a good name. It's gotta be like Megalodon.
Yeah, it actually has to be like Megalodon. Like, specifically, it's going to be Megalodon.
Yeah, we'll just call it Megalodon. We'll get some really cool blue fluid for it.
Whatever video that was on YouTube, we were looking earlier. The name of that video was Rise and Shine, because it uses a Ryzen chip in it. No matter what, my next build is going to be an AMD Ryzen build, probably on Zen 2 platform, and I am dead set on naming it Rise and Shine now, just because of that. Because it's great, it's perfect.
I actually think that the hammer may be considerably better.
Yeah, on these guys at least. It's like double damage. It seems slower to me, is all.
It probably is a little slower.
But maybe that's better for you. Slows you down so you're a little less greedy. maybe we can do like some stats on this. We can do some data analysis of damage you take versus damage you deal.
Them being equal or something. Is the
I mean,
love
I think you get a better value with the hammer.
the love
right
you
now,
make is equal to the love you take.
because you're doing more damage, and it seems like you're actually taking less damage too. So like that's a really good ratio compared to the axe.
That's
Then.
because I'm using my radiant life gems. Let's not be crazy, Mitch.
Well, I mean, overall, you haven't gone like below half really, but yes, you are like healing a bunch too. So
Also, like my damage per swing is considerably better with the hammer,
exactly.
and my stamina per swing is better too. Anyways, okay, so yeah, go donate to go to the Patreon. We'll film building a Threadripper with a hard loop, and we'll call it Megalodon.
That means we need to do a shark build.
Yeah.
We need to.
I think
get a case, or maybe we should custom build case for this.
or we get the Cougar.
The Cougar? I don't know if I've seen the Cougar.
The Cougar's the one I showed you a while ago that you hated.
Yeah. Why would we get the Cougar?
As a 45-degree motherboard mount.
Yeah.
Cause it is gorgeous.
We can do the Fantex Evolve Shift. We can do an ITX build.
Yeah. Is there an ITX Threadripper motherboard?
It does not use AM4, that's right. It uses that other one.
Yeah, because
So I don't know.
it's a dual processor dealio.
Yeah, it's basically two Ryzens duct taped together.
Yeah.
You know, with silicone.
Apparently,
Not silicone.
apparently this is the time to mow your yard, Mitch.
Dude, I live in an old person suburb. They mow their lawn like every 3 days.
I miss living in an old person's town, by the way. So a bunch of like young people have moved into my apartment complex.
Oh, like at your apartment, okay.
Yeah, it is the worst. Young people are garbage.
Because they're loud and obnoxious.
Pretty much.
You say that until like people hear. I guess for old people though, they mow during the day.
Also, the problem is like at 9:30 last night, our neighbor below us decided to start bumping just sick bass. And I was like, I mean, I can get down with some fat bass, as like with the next guy. Yeah, the one on the far left.
The Cougar Conquer.
Yeah, that one.
They got some really cool cases, other than the Conquer. Because the Conquer's just weird. Like the Cougar Puritas is kind of cool. It's very much reminiscent of that thermal take that you keep looking at.
Yeah.
But it's too big.
The View 71.
I like the Gemini T too, because it's got like RGB strips down like the middle of the case.
So the Cougar Conqueror is the one that Jay's 2 Cents built the Symbiote PC in. But he took out the orange panel and painted it black.
They got some really nice cases. Not the Challenger though. That's not. Nope. Even to like a quote unquote classic style cases are pretty
okay.
decent.
I didn't even fall that far! For fuck's sake. This is a great video. We're gonna go back.
You went just past barely past the fall threshold. Is all.
Apparently. The snowball stayed, by the way.
Nice.
We're gonna go to Majula real quick.
God, this case is great. You would have 5 radiators.
I do like the side mount radiator.
Yeah, that new thing is kind of sweet. Okay, not just any 5 radiators, but you can have 2 360s, a 240, and 2 120s. I'm not exactly sure if it would actually have room for all of them without them like colliding into each other, but it supposedly says you can do that. So I'm guessing it's more like 3 240s and 2 120s all at once.
I'm trying to figure out why you would need that many radiators.
You won't. Unless
I mean,
you had 4-way SLI.
I suppose.
And each one had their own like 120mm water block. Because you are dumb and you're doing individual AIOs for all of your block. Unless you're buying like the hydro coppers or something. That would make sense.
While you're over there Googling, where do I buy Radiant Life Gens from?
Da, 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 da.
I forgot I could use ice rapiers now.
So one thing I want to try to do, so like last video, I'm sorry about the audio, guys. The last video, because for some odd reason my microphone was positioned in such a way that my breathing was picked up on it. So normally, like recording, you can't hear someone breathing at all. Like the it was literally like that. Like every breath.
Every breath you take.
Every breath you take. Yeah. No, it was. So the editing was a bit difficult to do, and I might not have cleaned out all of the crap. So I'm very sorry.
Trying very hard not to sneeze right now.
Merchant Hag Melentia.
Yep, or the bottom.
Sells 10.
Yep.
Chancellor Welliger sells 5.
Okay.
For like 2,500 each.
June Christmas.
And then you can farm them.
Of course. Okay.
They are rare drops too, by the way. In the Forest of Fallen Giants. The Lost Bestial, and the Dark Dweller from No Man's Wharf, and the Priestess from Shrine of Amana. So yeah, there's not a
We're just gonna buy some life gems.
That's probably a good idea.
Some life germs. Between episodes, we might try and level up the Hammer of Dawn.
The Hammer of Dawn?
Yeah.
When did you get that in this game? Doing some serious modding over here, apparently.
I super hacked it in.
Oh yeah, I was gonna see if there's a Threadripper ITX.
We're not building a Threadripper ITX.
No, you asked me about this? I'm going to see if it's possible.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And if it is possible, I think we should maybe do that. As long as it's not completely stupid to do.
Well, we're already talking about it, like, what's the good Threadripper is what, a $2,000 processor?
Yes. Like, if you want, like, the high-end, like, 32-core Threadripper, yes.
Because if we're going to do this, I mean, this is going to be the, like, editing / stream rig. Your cats are like, yo.
They're, like, destroying stuff right now.
Let me out. They're tapping SOS. ... dash. ... dash.
So, what's actually happening is they're locked up because they really like people. They really like to be where people are, and they really like to be annoying. At least one of them in particular. And so she's annoyed right now because I've locked her in her room. Yes, she's basically got her own room.
She's a cat.
The two of them.
Of course she has her own room.
She's got a litter box and some food in there and water. It's alright. She's fine. Toys and whatnot. But she hates the idea that there's somebody over, Cody, and that she can't be near him. So we've got a shoe rack on the back of the door, which is what she's climbing right now.
Of course that's what she's climbing right now.
Because, yes, she's worse than a dog. when it comes to like attention.
I'd like to point out to you the dog is in the kennel that is like 5 feet away from us. Is completely content.
Yeah, the dog. Lottie's just laying down. She's fine.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that I said her name and she didn't come running.
This is why I said the dog. And not her name.
The smallest one that I can find so far for Threadripper is a micro ATX.
And it's still
which is still pretty small.
Especially for a
Threadripper. For a Threadripper. TR4. I wonder if it's like can only do a 1900X Threadripper.
I don't even want to know how much this build would be. How much would our monthly income have to be to make it worth it?
More than negative?
That is 100% fair.
If you're talking about just Sharks and Things?
Yeah. Not us.
If you're talking about us, technically we could probably just go buy it.
Yeah, I mean, we
screw it.
We could do it now. But
write it off as a business experience.
Right now, we need those Patreon goals, yo. Our Patreon has 0 goals currently.
We have 0 goals? I thought we had a $1 a month goal.
Maybe we did. Well, I don't remember what it was. More videos.
Crap. I need to go look at Patreon quick and make sure we even have stuff. Cody, you're supposed to have this under wraps.
I didn't realize that was my part of the bargain on this thing.
I don't remember what our login is. Crap. I know I get emails from them all the time, though.
You could also just go to patreon.com/sharks and things.
This patron isn't supporting any creators. Yeah, we don't have a... Like, that doesn't work.
Did we not? We set one up.
Yeah, we did. But I don't know if we set it properly, because if you go to patreon.com/sharks and things,
you can't.
You get our blank creator page.
Well, maybe.
So we've been telling people, hey, go to Patreon. And guess what? It's done nothing, Cody.
Well, maybe tomorrow, before this video goes up, I will go set up our Patreon.
Yes, go hide our shame quick.
I also got to contact the lady who's going to do our new logo this week.
Yeah.
We have to start prepping for Extra Life.
Yes. Oh god, yeah. We need to...
Yeah.
That's in like 3 weeks.
Uh-huh. So, by the way, if you want to donate to Extra Life or want to join the Sharks and Things Extra Life team, you can do so by going to bit.ly/SNTXLife. I love the frames that creature gets when it's like...
Too far away.
Yeah.
Just a dynamic rendering or whatever.
Yeah.
Or animations, I guess. Yeah, if you want a Threadripper on a small board, micro ATX is the smallest you'll get. Sorry, there's no mini ITX board. At least not yet.
I think that's fine.
And even the micro ATX board is $300.
Well, how much is a normal Threadripper board?
Good question. Like $300.
So, okay.
The micro ATX is on sale for $20 off right now.
Ooh.
So it's currently the cheapest Threadripper board out there. By like $5.
I almost did buy a Threadripper this year. With like the super low end one.
Oh, the 1900?
Yeah.
I did look at that as well.
There was a deal. There was a deal where
ridiculous sale on it.
you could get the board and you get the Threadripper Proc and a board for cheaper than the Threadripper Proc.
Yes. Although I don't think that was actually the lowest end one either.
It was like the middle.
I believe that was the 1920. So like a 1920 right now goes for $450.
So
and I'm pretty sure you could get the 1920 and a board for like $300.
The one I was looking at was a $900 proc, and you get a board in the proc for like $850.
It was not the 2950. That's currently the $900. I'm pretty sure it was the 1920. Because it was like $300 or something that you can get the whole bundle for, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, this wasn't that long ago. It was like August or something.
Yeah, because it was when I was having troubles with this PC.
Yeah, so in August, this proc was like $700.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably it. So, oh no, I think it was like 600 because like
It's
it was 600 total for the combo because it dropped $100 off the proc and you had a $300 MOBO. Yeah, so yeah, it was originally 700 and you got everything for 6.
Yeah, something like that.
And Micro Center had the deal and someone else did too. I think it was maybe just Micro Center.
As much as I dislike Micro Center, their deals make it almost impossible not to shop there.
Processors and motherboards together. Like if you're gonna buy one or the other, I mean, fine. You can go elsewhere possibly, but they still generally have really good deals on their processors, and their MOBO prices aren't like terrible, but
There's a lot of
their
times
SSD prices are usually not competitive. Their memory prices are garbage, and their video card prices are decent, but they have a very bad selection of graphics cards. So, I mean, that's when I'm building and looking at building computers, because I did this for my most recent build, which was forever ago. My 5820 was $100 off at Micro Center, but like nowhere else was even close to the pricing of Micro Center. But all the other parts I got everywhere else.
Incredibly annoyed because of where this took us. It was not worth the pain and anguish, by the way.
I don't remember coming here before. Oh, wait, this is a different area.
Yeah. I got across the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to know where across the bridge was?
But did you need to activate this?
No, I just came in here to remember what was down here. Here's across the bridge.
But we haven't been here before.
Yes, we have.
We have?
Yeah, there's the fountain. We've been here.
Oh. So the point of the snowball was just to bring you back?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you didn't die?
Yeah.
Basically.
So I'm fairly certain that this elevator takes us down.
Because this wasn't accessible before. And then I guess this is accessible after the melt or something?
Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, because there's the elevator. I don't know. I'm all confused and kerfluffled and need to blow my nose.
Yeah. Anyways, Threadrippers are getting pretty cheap now.
Because
if I recall correctly, what was it? So if you're in the market to buy something like right now and you don't want to wait for like Zen 2, I think it's I want to say the 1900X is a pretty good like buy. Because right now, if you're in the market for like an AMD at least, like a Ryzen 7 2700X, it's like the top of the line. Before you get really into like the Threadripper territory. But I mean, the Threadripper itself isn't. It's.
I mean, compared to an i9, which would be its competitor right now, right?
It's kind of hard to. I mean, supposedly that's like their comparison point.
That'd be the comparison point as of right now.
Yeah. So the Ryzen 7 2700X is still slightly better than a Threadripper 1900, but I believe I'm trying to remember what the number of cores in each, because I think there's 2 more cores Or no, the 1900 is the 8-core version.
Because the Threadripper's got, what? Like 732? How many cores does it have?
Well, the 1900 is 8 cores.
And the big one is?
And the 2990 is 32 cores.
So effectively a server platform.
Yeah, workstation platform, generally.
Yeah. So
like rendering.
Yeah. Okay, folks. I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, we can call it.
Okay. I'm gonna blow my nose. We'll be back next week. Sorry for the intermittent sickness and
between getting sick and not having enough backlog.
kind of killed it. So sorry about that. We'll be back on track now. See you next week, everybody.